Ooh, welcome to Dadurday Night Live, everybody.
Dangles.
Wait,
Dangles!
no, hold on.
Oh.
We are Dingles and Dangles, a Dungles and Dongles podcast. I am your Dungle Master, Andre Viaplana, joined as always by Lex Simpson.
That's way too much production value to follow up. That's more production value than my house.
We're not even touching that budget. And,
No.
and we're also joined by Samantha Grubbs.
Things are about to get dicey.
Ooh, didn't work.
No, we're going up. We got everywhere to grow. That's the point of the beginning, the top of a show.
Clearly gonna help us pull that off is Sawyer Wade.
Welcome to D&D, A D&DP, DDDD.
Right. We are a Guy Fieri television program, I think.
Welcome to our last appearance on My Four Dads. So quickly.
It is, but we have a wonderful show tonight. Thank you all for coming out to YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Zoom Live on this Dadurday Night Live. There's a wonderful show ahead of us. If you don't like improv, there are also the musical stylings of Karaoke Boy coming down the pipeline.
Ooh.
As well as a performance by My Four Dads a little later on. And of course, the world famous La Dad. But before we get into that, we do a little something special on our podcast. We play Dungeons and Dragons, a role-playing game.
Oh, do you have a recap for us on?
And this is of our
Did you write
own volition, just so you know. No one.
Yeah, I'm
going to
recap the first 26 hours of our podcast. So we can
just catch you up to what's happening now.
No, instead, what we've opted to do is in D&D, there tends to be a paradigm of heroic adventurers come in to a dark dungeon, they clear it of its monsters, and they take its treasure as their own. But that is a bit colonialist for my modern sensibilities. And I thought we'd flip the script and we'd have ourselves a little monster session.
Andre?
Yes.
I'm just telling you right now that I'm recording right now.
Right, and I will also hit record right now. But yeah, of course, we have a long. There's a long and storied history of D&D and monsters, and so our party will be representing some of those monsters for us today with a system of tables that are designed by some madman. If you guys would like to, Lex, if you'd like to start us off by rolling a d20. You will determine the power level of the monster that you're representing in tonight's game.
We'll find that wood to make it sound right. All right, that is a 6.
A 6. Okay, so our CR. So challenge ratings in D&D go from a scale of 0 to 20-ish and beyond.
If you explain the rules.
Right. So 1/8 is a very low-powered monster. If you go ahead and roll a d6 for me, I'll tell you what you will be playing.
You say 1/8? I'm not even like a whole number.
You don't even have a whole number. You're
I'm a decimal of a creature. That's fair. That is fair. 2. Continuing my decimal.
You are an animated knife.
Oh.
You're a knife which has been given sentience.
It's weird. I had this dream last night that I was murderous cutlery. Let's keep.
I love it.
We'll be able to make it true. Samantha, if you would like to roll a d20 and determine the power level of the creature you will be representing.
17.
17. Oh boy. Okay. You'll be representing a CR2 creature. If you'd like to roll a d6, we'll tell you which one.
3 times me.
4.
You are a mimic, which are famously like a chest that an adventurer will try to break into, will open up, and it has teeth and a tongue, and it tries to eat them. So you are a table, a chair, a chest that is sentient, and
it's like so far we're a murderous version of the Brave Little Toaster. Is what's happening right now. Just like an evil.
And rounding out the party, Sawyer, if you'd like to roll that d20.
8.
An 8. Okay, you are a CR 1/4, so slightly better than Lex. If you'd like to roll a
felt like an unnecessary detail.
This is a d12. If you'd like to roll it, it's a pentagon-shaped dice. One of our many dice.
Where's my d12? There it is.
The hardest one to find.
3.
3. You are a skeleton.
Okay.
Cute. Love it.
I really just want this to be our party now. I'm actually kind of upset. Can we scrap the last?
We can delete the entire podcast.
9 months of podcast. Okay.
Archive 100%. So we join ourselves in Monster Town a small settlement of monsters of all different kinds, where the first meeting of the Legion of Monsters, the newly formed Legion of Monsters, is meeting at a tavern called the Fang and Fork. You guys are all sitting around enjoying a large breakfast spread. It is 10 in the morning. You are an animated knife. You are a skeleton. And I forgot what you are. So you're a mimic. So a treasure chest, a knife, and a skeleton walk into a bar.
Andre, I have a quick pre-question about animated knives. Do they float? Nope, I'm not. You know what? Never mind. I'm just gonna.
You can look at the stat block, of course, on the on whatever site you'd like. But yeah, I think they fly around.
Okay, I would, because if I have to just hop upstairs, this is gonna be a long. Okay.
It might. Yeah. Yeah, you have a fly speed of 50 feet. That's so fast. Anyway, a knife, a treasure chest, and a skeleton walk into a bar.
All right.
Thanks for coming. It's the first time more than just myself has been here.
Hey guys, that's not table cutlery. That's normal cutlery.
No, I'm not normal. It's
That's
fine.
not abnormal cutlery. It's abnormal.
I appreciate it.
You're very strange. Hi, I'm Crackles.
Crackles. How you doing? They call me Fredge. It's like Edge, but with an F. It's fine.
Yeah.
Hello.
Ah!
Don't mind me. Also, don't try to steal from me. My name is Goldie McGibbons.
Goldie.
Okay. Oh, a full mimic. Good. That's fantastic. This is great. Two people is fantastic. I've been trying to put together. Look, as a animated object against my will. Let me just point that out there. In fact, are either of you purposefully alive?
Yeah, I'm 12th generation mimic, so.
How does that work in mimicry, out of curiosity?
Oh, well, you just move things around against each other a bunch, and then you have to eat a certain amount of bodies to reproduce, but it's doable.
Similar story here. I'm just so hungry. I'm so hungry. I take a regular fork, a normal fork, grab some pancakes, and it falls right out.
And
so
then the fork
hungry.
you're holding flies out of your hand and starts dueling with a knife.
Oh, sorry.
Nedge.
Ding,
Ding, ding, ding, ding.
Monster Town is so confusing sometimes.
Forks are the hardest cutlery to actually fight. You just keep stuck in the time. Sorry, it's fine. Are you like a skeleton by birth, or were you like a human person who became a skeleton?
So I understand that at some point there was meat and a stomach that could hold food around this at some point. But I gained consciousness circa 20 years ago. I don't know who has it for me, but it's just me now. Crackles.
It's great, Cackles. Thank you. I'm glad. So I like to conduct these meetings by Gorgoth's system of meeting etiquette. So I'll just knife us in.
Okay.
You're just carving into the table.
You're like,
Are you taking?
I'm gonna carve each of your names
15
into the
minutes?
table. Give me a
15
second.
minutes?
You see the knife carves Goldie McGibbons into the table. It takes forever.
Are you MAC or MC?
oh, it's MCU.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Scratches out the A.
You could just put Goldie.
Lex, are you using the point of your nose as the blade of the knife?
Okay.
Anyway, why are you guys doing this? I mean, I'm in it for the gold, obviously.
I just want to eat a person.
Oh,
I come from a long line of very lackluster cutlery, and I just want to be the first to actually go and do something. And there's not really a,
oh.
cutlery school. So I want to go out there and really just, there's so many adventurers, none of them pick me up and use them as a weapon. So I just want to turn it around and maybe become a threat. Do you guys go into dungeons yourselves? I've only been in one. It didn't last long.
Time. I mean, when you have an alluring body such as mine filled with gold and gems and potions, people can't keep their hands
Tell
off
me,
you.
what do you do with all that junk in your trunk?
Well, you know, like I said, I use it as bait, and then I eat the adventurers once they come into my general vicinity, and then I
That sounds so nice.
inhale the gold and
You
spit
guys
out the
see a
corpse.
skinny little goblin starts trying to grab a piece of gold out of Goldie's overspill.
Not right now, Ricky.
Snap at the goblin. Skitters away.
You can join us. You can join. There's more.
It's already
No,
gone.
no. I find that 3 is a good number. Any more than that, then 2 people just pair off and go and do their own thing. You know.
Oh yeah.
Do you have-
something you guys would know is that recently a group of adventurers known as the League of Champions, as they've self-described, have moved into the abandoned keep on the hill. They've cleared it of its native inhabitants, a bunch of other skeletons and ghouls, and they've
was my
set up
brother.
shop. They're building it as a stronghold for themselves, and are currently squatting there.
And as we continue, this is just coming to me now, pardon me, that we could clear out the recently abducted territory from said new adventuring humans. They seem pretty weak overall, fleshy, easy to pierce and or swallow, or what skeletons do.
They ganged up on my skeleton brother and killed him. For real.
You
It
had
was
it.
not nice.
Okay, I'm still very unfamiliar with skeleton familial trees. Was he like born the same as you, or like a human brother that died and also became a skeleton? Because for knives,
So a skeleton oftentimes just comes out of a pile of bones. So we came from the same pile of bones, and at the same time, it was very fun. We had a lovely childhood together, and then they killed him.
That's
I want to
awful.
eat him real bad.
sounds right. You've come to the right
Ricky.
place. Vengeance is one of our 5 mottos. I won't be describing many more of them as they come up, obviously, but vengeance is definitely number 4.
I say
And
we
for
go get him.
riches is number 2.
Let me edit that out. I'll change that.
Oh.
Half an hour
Yeah.
later,
Yeah.
the table has been
Now,
carved.
now that we've finished all these bylaws, maybe we can get to stepping, boys.
Let's step.
You can't just go out and fine. Let's
I
stop.
pick him up and I'm holding the knife and I'm walking.
The knife can't breathe, but it never could anyway, so it's fine.
It's probably for the best if he doesn't talk. He's quite a chatterbox.
Yeah.
This knife.
Yes, little claw feet sprout out of the bottom of the mimic chest.
Ew.
And
You're literally a box. How can you?
and yeah, you guys
Right.
are making your way over to the keep.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
for sure.
Fantastic.
You guys, this is my first adventure. I'm really
Is there
excited.
like some underground cave or some back way, hidden door that we could take?
It's a keep on a hill.
Guys. Oh.
The keep is on a hill. You approach a tree line, and you can see out into this field of sage green grass. Atop it is a crumbling keep. There is the main keep structure, which has its roof collapsing, as well as attached to it a small abbey or temple, also with its roof collapsing, and at the back a slightly crumbling wizard's tower. You can spot some cellar doors on the side of the keep, but besides that, there's the main entrance, the abbey entrance, and the tower entrance.
This is prime real estate. This would not stay on.
Yeah.
Redford
Ricky
for
worked
very
really
long.
hard to pay for the mortgage on this place.
Yeah, that's why they're squatting. And you know what? I got to give them props for not doing it through the proper legal channels. But,
I got really lucky. You guys seem like a lot more experienced at this than I am.
oh,
Oh yeah.
yeah. I mean, like I said, 12th generation.
That's good. That's good. It's
All right.
exciting.
Well, I don't
So
know about the
if
Abbey
Ricky
and
told me
holy
correctly,
places.
nobody
What's
goes
that?
in that abbey because I mean, who's praying right now, right? So perhaps they haven't even gotten in there, and they wouldn't even know if we were to get in there, huh?
It's a good place to start as any. Throw me. I will look from above. I can fly. By the way, you can let go
Okay,
of
I
me.
throw him up in the air over the abbey.
Just zooming through the air, thrown by a skeleton. You fly through the air 100 feet towards this keep. Are you trying to glance in through windows?
I'm
Nice.
terrified of heights, so I'm gonna just do a courage check here. my own self. I got an 8. I don't know what my DC on that would be.
You fail. You're afraid.
Yeah, that's fair.
But nonetheless, you are flying through the air, and you stick into the ground directly in front of the abbey.
I walk up, I pick him up, and I say, "What did you see?"
You walk up to where you throw him. He has not gotten a chance to look in yet. You are also next to the window. Give me a stealth check as you're approaching.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I feel like I go right under the window so he can step on me to get a better look.
Great.
That's dexterity, right?
Yeah.
Not that it matters. It's a 4.
4. You just hear so many bones just clattering against
clack.
Just a xylophone gets rung all the way across. Yeah, xylophone starts playing as this skeleton tries to climb on top of you, and you hear a couple of mumbly voices coming from within. Give me perception checks all across the board, if you can, Lex.
My head part is the knife part, so it's just stuck in the dirt, so I got nothing.
Right, you can't roll perception then. Yeah.
That's a
Your
15.
knife in the dirt. You're 15. You hear some footsteps heading towards the abbey door, and you hear it creak open. You see a couple of hirelings exit, just common worker folk, and they take a look around. Everyone roll another. You can roll a stealth check with advantage if you collapse into a pile of bones.
I feel like I have a really high stealth check right now. Like,
that's a 21.
Yeah. So you guys could otherwise pass as inanimate objects because you mostly are. And you see that they get like a nat 1 in their perception. These workers walk out, they look around, and they say, "Hey, time for our break," and then they fuck off. But you see, like, they're covered in dust and stuff. It looks like they're moving rubble here. Maybe the adventurers hired some folks to start going through the rubble of this place and rebuilding it.
Rebuilding? Ugh.
You hear that, Goldie? They got money for employees and renovations.
Fredge, come, get out of there. He's like in between the cracks of the bricks. Pull him out. All right.
Good job, team. We won our first encounter.
Yes. Good job, Fredge.
Truly the start of a legend.
Now, here's the deal. There's workers here.
No, they just left.
Yeah, they're on their break, so we don't have much time. We better be sneaky swift about this and go and see if they got any shiny stuff in there, okay?
Goldie, can I hide in you? You're like a chest, right? Can I hide
Wow,
inside?
Fredge. I mean, I've only known you like 3 hours, but okay.
Oh, I mean, it's either that or Crunchy. Like, I can hide in either one of you.
Hide in me.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna hide in the skeleton inside the peeking out from the.
Yeah, you can. I'll shove you right up into my cranial cavity. It's empty in there.
I don't want to make Goldie feel uncomfortable. So.
The loud scraping as you shove a knife into your skull.
Ha ha!
I just like, I'll waddle first towards the door.
So slow.
There's
like across the field, there's these long drag marks of the chest.
It's very heavy. I'm very wealthy. I have lots of gold.
All right, let's go in.
All right, great. You guys crack open the abbey door, and you see with their back turned to you, you see long blonde hair and elven ears pointing away from you. As well as long, flowing golden robes. This is clearly some kind of elven priest is taking a survey of the damage here.
Crackles, throw me!
You yell that. The priest, the elven priest, turns around. What?
Throw me faster!
Monsters!
I'm like
roll initiative.
He's screaming, and I'm trying to yank him out of my skull.
Is that
12 for the knife.
7.
Hey. What about our chest friend?
Oh no! Did the chest die? Oh no.
Sam?
Mimic,
Yeah.
what did you get?
I said 10?
None of us
10, got it.
changed our backgrounds.
Oh yes, let's all change our backgrounds. This is
I'll do
perfect.
it.
Everyone.
Now that we're in
Let's all do
combat, for combat.
Important.
Yeah,
Purposes.
this is.
Oh,
Hey.
Andre going for the big reveal.
Hey, it's called the prestige. So you see the priest is the first to react because you're a bunch of shitty monsters. Turns around and casts a spiritual weapon. You see a glowing knife meets you in the air.
Stab it. Stab. Roll
As
to
a bonus
stab
action,
the
it makes an
knife.
attack against you. What is your armor class? You fucking
Knife?
knife.
It's stainless steel.
Animated knife. Your AC is 17 because you are hard to hit. But you have 12 hit points. So a knife, a golden knife made of glittering light flies through the air and meets you midair, but you do a flourish and send it flying off as you continue on your warpath. That is now the knife's turn.
Cutlery go! Like just stab. That's my one move.
Does he
Not
get
cut,
any advantage
stab.
from me throwing him?
Yeah, you can roll with advantage because you've been thrown.
Okay. I'm aiming for vital parts. So like
Fantastic.
eyes and ears. Hey, that's a solid 8, but I'm continuing with
right.
like sharp.
You power ahead, slicing through the air, and the elf just dodges underneath your swing. Skeleton, if you would like to go.
I'm going to. I'm running up, and I'm gonna hit him with my short sword.
Okay, go ahead, make that attack roll.
It's gonna be an 8.
You miss. You are a shitty monster. As you miss, Mimic, give me a perception check as you start your turn. I say this because we have 1 minute left.
5.
5.
Strategic exit! Strategic exit!
You don't see much of anything at all. You are a treasure chest. What do you do?
My peripheral vision is crap.
Strategic exit!
Yes, I'm actually going to slowly back away because I have no reason to really be with these guys anymore.
Like a craven monster, you back away. Anything else on your turn?
I swipe the candlestick right up by the door.
You add a candlestick to your pile. Hold on to it. Place it on top so that you look nicely lit. You see, it wraps back around to the priest's turn. It casts Spirit Guardians, which instantly disintegrates the skeleton and flying knife. You guys are dead. And Ash.
I'm coming, Ricky.
However, this treasure chest has settled and is lying in wait for one day where an adventurer might open them
And make a 13th generation.
And I come back as a skeleton knife.
You come back as the skeleton of a knife for our sequel, which we'll be doing on our inevitable next appearance on Dadurday Night Live. Yes, that is the end of our session. If you'd like, you can follow the podcast on all of the podcast apps, Dingles Dangles 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 podcast. But that's not what we're going to be doing right now. What we're going to be doing right now is enjoying the dulcet tones, the musical talent of one Karaoke Boy.